Hi everybody, my name is Mike Montgomery, and today I'm going to be showing you how I built these awesome wooden Christmas tree ornaments on Modern Builds.
Before I could do anything, I needed some designs to work with, so I drew up 3 different ones, and these will be online on my website, and you can download them and use them as templates. Next, I got my 3 pieces of wood that I'd be working with and used spray adhesive to attach those templates onto the pieces of wood. Once they were attached, I could cut them all out on the scroll saw. I don't usually use a scroll saw very often, mainly because most things I could use a scroll saw for, I can just do on a bandsaw. But since these were really small and pretty intricate, I went ahead and used it, and I'm glad because it's something that I really don't get to practice very often. A good tip for cutting something with a lot of points is to do all of the cuts going one direction and then the other. For instance, doing all of the tops of the branches and then the bottoms. Same with the beard as well. And you can see the lines and details here that aren't part of the outline that still need to be shown. So I was able to carve those out. That way you can see all that detail.
And to carve all of these grooves, you could either use an X-Acto blade or a razor blade like this, or you can use a sharp chisel and that will work just as well.
My only tip here would be to be patient and don't dig too deep into the wood because you can always sand deeper to smooth everything out. Because the designs have contours going in and out, I had to use a combination of a disc sander and this little spindle sander rig that I have on my drill press to get everywhere. There was also still a lot of places that I just had to sand by hand. After I sanded both of the faces smooth, I went ahead and masked where I was going to drill the holes for the strings to go through that I would use to hang them on the trees. And I'm using masking tape, that way there's no tear out whenever I drill these holes. And finally, I could do what I made this entire project for, all of the wood burning. Wood burning is another thing that I really don't do very often at all, but it was a ton of fun. This was the biggest project that I've ever really done, which is saying something, I guess, because this is a really small project. But it was so much fun, and if you've never tried it before, I definitely recommend it. It's really, really cool. Once the wood burning was complete, I sanded everything with 220 grit sandpaper and then put a coat of boiled linseed oil as the finish. I'm using twine to hang my ornaments on the tree, but you could use string, leather, all kinds of things.
And that's all there is to it. This is such a fun and simple build that even kids could do it, so they're awesome if you're wanting to get your kids into the shop because you're just using a scroll saw, which is really, really safe in terms of power tools, and you really don't have to worry about them chopping any fingers off. Now, if you want to download a printable template for the designs that I made, you can go to my website, modernbuilds.com. It'll print you off a paper that is exactly like this. This is actually one of those print-offs. And another really neat thing about this project is you can design any kind of ornaments you want. So that makes it really, really customizable, which are the projects that I really like to do. And if any of y'all make any of these wooden ornaments and post them online to Facebook or Instagram, anything like that, it would be awesome if you could tag me. That way I could see them, because I really love seeing when people make projects that I do. And if this is your first time to my channel, I just want to say welcome and subscribe, because I put out a new project video every single week and you'll definitely want to check those out. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, comments, you can either leave those below or hit me up on social media. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week on Modern Builds.